Hi guys, I'm Rick. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making Boston cream pie. Okay, I'm starting out with the regular yellow cake mix, a box mix. And I'm mixing it by the instructions on the back of the box. Put in my cake mix, 1 cup of cold water, a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and I'm going to crack in 3 eggs. Okay, now I'm going to mix this on medium for 3 minutes. Alright, I have 2 9-inch silicone baking cake pans here. I'm going to spray them with cooking spray. And you can use metal pans too. Then using silicone. Alright. I'm going to put my yellow cake batter in both of them. Trying to get even amounts in each one. Okay, I'm going to place these in a 350-degree oven for a half hour, and then I'm going to check them with the toothpick and see if they're done. If not, I'll give them a little longer. Okay, I left my cakes baked for a half hour and I checked them. They're done. I have them on this cooling rack to cool, and I use my splatter guard to get them out because since it's being silicone pans, I don't want my cakes to crack. So I'm going to let these cool, and when they're cool and ready to build my Boston cream pie, I'll be back. Alright, I left my cakes cool for about a half hour. The one's a little thinner than the top. The thin one's going to be the top cake. One's a little thinner than the other one, I'm sorry. The thin one's going to be the top cake. Now, let me move these out of the way. Alright. I'm going to ice in my top cake before I put this together because since it's Boston cream pie, there's going to be vanilla filling in the middle, and it would just smear all over if I tried to ice in it while the 2 layers were together. And one thing I learned the hard way that you have to do is when you put a cake together, a round cake, make sure you get the 2 flat sides of the cake for the center, because if you put the 2 round sides for the center, your cake isn't going to line up and it's just going to be a mess on you. Like I said, I learned that the hard way. Alright, so I'm just going to ice in this. And I have chocolate icing here that I set on the stove top while I was baking the cake, and then I baked the kids a pizza. That way that would help melt the icing a little bit and make it spread easier. That way I don't rip the top of my cake up, and that's another reason why you want to make sure your cake's nice and cool, because if you try to ice it while it's warm, it's just going to rip the top of your cake, and with a regular cake it's going to rip the sides up, so you want to make sure it's nice and cool. Alright. Okay, now I got the top of my cake all iced. Now I'm going to do the bottom. Now remember, top of cake down. Alright. Now I whipped up some vanilla pudding. This is instant pudding, and I went a little less in the milk to make it a little thicker. But if you can get canned pudding, that works just as well. I'm going to smear some vanilla pudding in the middle here. I made 2 boxes of pudding. I'm not going to use all that, but that's alright because the kids can eat that. The leftovers. Alright. Now to take the top of my cake, set her down on there. I'm going to take my spatula, tidy up the sides a little bit. grab a knife. Okay, there you have it. Boston cream pie. Give this a try. I think you'll like it. And until next time, I'll see you.